What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're going to focus in on Barrie Colt winger Tanner Pearson, one of the top 40, 50 eligible players for this upcoming draft. I got passed over in 2 drafts. Already he's in 92. He'll be 20 in August, so he can play in the AHL next year, and I believe he will. I can't see this kid going back for an overage year, especially with him being such a highly touted pick, obviously. Played second. This was his second year with Barrie of the OHL. Had 42 points last year, and then upped the ante, 91 points this year. And then his torrid stat led it to the being included on the Canadian World Junior team. At 6 points in 6 games at the WJC, and played very well for the Canadians out there in Alberta. But I think I saw him described as a classic late bloomer, which is fine. He'll be 20. You're not expecting, if he was a late round pick a couple years ago, he'd be a little more highly touted, kind of like Stone, but obviously the Ottawa prospect. But I think he's going to be a great player. I really do. I think he's got a good two-way acumen. Maybe the offense doesn't necessarily translate, but if you've got a good two-way acumen at a young age, it can only get better. With hard work, and needs to develop consistency. He never really lit it up offensively until this year. And then, like I said, is that going to become the normative for him? It becomes more of an offensive threat, or is it just me 1 year epiphany where he lights up, puts up numbers that high? I think he's going to need a year or two in the AHL, and that's fine. That's possible, of course, at this point. But he understands the nuances of playing sound defensive hockey. Knowing that, gets him a longer look at the pros. Upside, probably second line winger that's going to give you 20, 25 goals, 50 total points. Bottoms out. If he's on your, I think with his two-way acumen, he can play in the bottom 6 role too going forward. He becomes a bottom 6 forward with some offensive flair, so to speak, and a good two-way acumen. And what more can you ask for? This kid's gonna be second round pick. Like I said, you could have had him for a late round flyer each of the last 2 drafts. So a lot of teams are gonna rue passing on him. But at the same time, you gotta get a very talented player that'll help your team for years to come. Now, like I said, is he gonna be a guy that lights it up offensively? I don't think so. But solid two-way player. I mean, you can't get enough of those. This is really, if you want to get safe picks, this is a draft to do it. You're not looking at too many, Brett Hulls in the late rounds, so along those lines. But you're getting some pretty safe players that'll help your team for a number of years, and I think Tanner Pearson's one of those guys. And I'd love to see him get a chance sooner rather than later. He's worked hard, and he's earned the right to be an NHL draft pick on the third try. That's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on Tanner Pearson of the Barrie Colts. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the offseason and beyond. Later, guys.